can't hear you.
You guys aren't exactly hiding.
He is probably using some kind of magic so his voice can reach you.
Prestidigitation.
I'm just giving her my murder glare.
No, meanwhile, all you can hear from a few, like, a good ways away is, fuck you!
Now, I turn to the companion. Shall we?
She doesn't say anything, she just rolls her eyes and nods at you.
Here, I'll introduce you to my old companions. And with that, just starts walking towards my objective.
You see that the strange woman and Venric are making their way towards where... excuse me. They're walking towards where Henri is still encased in ice. It seems that Venric is interested in something Henri has.
It's the glowing medallion, isn't it?
Yep. That being said, with Venric doing that, Alyssia, it's your move.
The guys who were on Alyssia, are they currently distracted?
No, they are not. Their attention has refocused on you.
Yeah, in that case, she's dashing towards where Vira is.
Let's see... No, you won't need to. You managed to easily avoid most of the swings coming for you from what was nearby you. You managed to break through the circle and are making your way towards Vira. Vira, it's your move. You've also been surrounded by soldiers, and Alyssia seems to be making her way towards you. What do you do?
Basically, I'm going to close the distance between myself and Alyssia, and I'm going to teleport us to basically right next to Iris. And since
Gotcha.
I'm activating... is the portal concentration? It is not, so you are still huge.
Excellent.
I'm not
so you're
sure if that is an
teleport
advantage.
Alyssia and yourself to the mansion, is that right?
Yes, basically we're on the Drake.
Gotcha.
So, how cluttered is it down below with the army?
Down below you see a sea of enemies, and about 20 or 40 feet away is Henri still encased in ice. Venric and his new companion are making their way towards her. Honestly, if you leap from here, you can probably jump right on top of Henri. It's not that far.
Okay, cool. Basically, what I'm going to do is, as I'm running, I'm going to use my bonus action to be able to slip another armor talisman onto the Drake and jump towards where Henri is. Stick my hand and feet on it and slide down slowly and then stand in front of it. Oh,
Right.
but of course I'm going to ready my actual action because I am
Gotcha.
ready with my talisman.
Venric, as you're making your way towards Henri, suddenly you see Iris leap up and land in front of you, barring your way from your objective. It's your move.
I'll I just raise my hands, click my fingers, and I cast Maze on you. So on your next turn, you can make a DC 20 intelligence check. If you succeed, you can leave the maze. In the meantime, you're in a demi-plane.
There's
then,
no defense against that?
The
Holy
defense is on your
shit.
turn. This is an 8th level spell, by the way. Then I'm just going to sort of run my hands surprisingly, caringly over Henri encased in ice and get to work. Been a
Even
while.
by the standards of today, after everything you've seen, Venric, Henri truly was the greatest human mage you've ever known. She created world-class magic by herself. Sure, it was at the cost of her life and using the pendant, but that is still an incredible feat. She used so much energy and strength that all that's left of her body in that ice are charred remains. And
also,
your objective.
almost as an afterthought, any demons in the area, I just absent-mindedly flame wall them away from me.
Now, it's the Drake's turn, and it lets out a very concentrated roar. Iris, you almost get your eardrums blown, but you're fine.
I'm not
your
there.
mind immediately clears. The magic that Venric cast on you is immediately dispelled.
Nice.
Not only that, the Drake starts to slowly move its way forward, and it slams its hand nearby your firewall, Venric. It seems like it doesn't like you much, and it looks like it wants a piece of you. However, it does not have the strength to do that as somebody interferes on your behalf. Your partner jumps in. She jumps into the air and strikes the Drake right in the nose. The Drake lets out an annoyed grunt as it takes a quick step back from the person that just protected you. After that attack, she immediately retreats back to where you are. Alyssia, it's your move. You're on the top of the Drake. Look at you, like a boss. What do you do?
Well, since we are apparently showing no signs of leaving this place, I guess we're fighting. Sheathing the swords, materializing the bow again, and firing a arrow at her face, basically.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Wow, that was... yeah.
10 will not hit her.
Yep, nope. Well, technically it should be 11, but that still doesn't hit her.
Yep. As you fling an arrow from your bow, you realize that your aim was a little bit off, Alyssia. You're not used to firing, you know, while riding a giant motherfucking Drake in the middle of battle, so it's okay that your aim was a little bit off. As your arrow flies through the air, it gets stuck right in the feet of the person that you were trying to hit. She didn't even budge a muscle. She knew you were not going to hit her. She was just cockily standing there, knowing that you're not gonna hit her.
Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna telepathically speak to Vendrick. So...
I will allow it.
So, it's been a while. Exactly how long has it been since we last saw each other?
I whisper back in your ear. Now, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but about 6 months.
Can
Things
I
are really going poorly without you.
Can I insight? Because I'm not sure if he's telling me the truth. Dang it.
Why wouldn't I tell
Wow.
the truth?
Why
When have I
would
ever
you
lied to
believe
you?
him?
When have I ever lied to you? Specifically you.
Okay, that is fair, but still.
Remember that
You're-
time I saved you from the guy at the restaurant?
That
good
is true.
times.
Yeah, the good times, good times.
Remember the time he almost set you on fire?
Yeah, good
Remember,
times,
I only
good
did it
times.
once, alright? I'm
Only set
basically
me
a
on
good
fire.
guy. You know, Reinhardt's offer's always open.
I'm gonna leave it there because I doubt I can get any more information out of him.
And I just do the little mental and cut off the link.
Cheeky!
I also want to check in with Geo. How's the fusion coming along?
As you focus your attention back to Gio, Vira, you realize something is wrong.
Oh,
Gio
shit.
has been trying to hide it, but now you clearly feel it. Every time you've cast magic, he's been in excruciating pain.
God damn it. Okay, so no more magic for me.
As
But,
you're thinking that, however, Gio, you feel like he surrounds you in a hug and holds you tight. You see that his presence is beginning to wash over you.
Behold.
Vira,
Oh.
that is not at
my
all.
darling, thank you.
I'm
I just wanted to say that while I still have the chance.
Thank you too, Geo, for everything.
Promise me one thing, okay? Whatever happens, don't die here, please.
I won't. Neither of us will.
I saw so many things, did so many things, thanks to you. Thank you for giving me a chance to live a more normal life.
Is he dying? Wait, so are we fusing?
You are fusing, but that will kill him.
Well, technically it's gonna kill both of us. We're gonna become a new person.
You're not sure what's gonna happen. It seems like Jill's presence is vanishing.
I wouldn't have made it this far without you. You know that, right?
We helped each other.
Yeah. That's what love is, isn't it?
I believe so.
I'm just gonna hug him.
I love you, Vera. I always will. Thank you for everything.
I love you too, Geo.
As he says that, you feel Jill's presence inside you slowly fade and vanish. You cannot feel him inside you anymore. His strength, however, seeps inside your body, and it starts coursing through you. His magic is now your own. For all intents and purposes, you have awoken as a mage. You are a mage. But Gio is not inside you anymore, or at least you cannot feel him. You're probably in the mood to get some revenge for a lot of people that you care about getting hurt or killed, so let's see what you got.
I'm pissed. Someone's dying. It's probably a lot of people. Fuck the army. Suck a dick.
Are you aiming that at Venric, the soldiers below you?
I'm aiming that at the soldiers because I don't plan on getting punched in the face by the
You
demon.
hear horrified screams as the soldiers begin to rot away and die in the Drake's feet. Iris, it's your move. Looks like Vira just mentally lost it. She's in nuke mode.
Right. What I'm gonna do is essentially I'm gonna grab hold of my sword and go, it's feeding time.
You decide that this is not the time to be squeamish. You plunge the blade through your arm, cutting yourself rather deeply. You see that the curse on the blade is quickly starting to spread all over your arm. All the way up to the shoulder. You feel strength coursing through you. The blade is laughing with glee and pleasure, and is just begging for more blood. How do you want to use it?
Right, essentially I'm gonna explain to the sword we're getting that necklace. Pendant.
Then let's murder everybody standing in our way. I do hope they try to resist.
I don't even
As
bother
you try
looking
to
up,
rush
I'm just
towards
focusing
Venric,
on my work.
somebody immediately steps in to get in your way. She seems like she's about to greet you, however she quickly takes note of the blade in your hand. She apparently decides otherwise and instead steps away from your path, exposing Venric.
These hoes ain't loyal.
So wait, he's not paying attention at all to me. Oh, I'm re-rolling that.
Wow.
There we go.
So you guys remember how I set up a shit ton of traps every time I go to sleep?
Yeah, I'm guessing you set up a shit ton of traps now.
Proximity traps on me, as in my clothes. So when she gets within 30 feet, fireball.
Oh, okay then. 1 second. I avoid
Oh
all
boy.
damage.
Thick.
Oh wait, I do get a second attack. I was right. Aha! Yes, I'm also gonna kick him for good measure. No wait, that's the wrong one. Oh wait, I get a critical. There you go. Never mind. Sorry, that's a punch instead.
45. Right. Venric, you don't need to roll. You just got hit by a cursed blade. The damage is not that big a deal. You can shrug it off. However, the effect of that blade is pretty nasty. Since you have an open wound, the curse is making its way inside your body. Now you quickly realize why your partner decided against standing in the way of that blade. It's pretty nasty. It's basically something that's gonna erode your will on the inside out and turn you into a husk. A mindless zombie. You're gonna have to treat that wound pretty quick unless you wanna have some nasty side effects.
Oh, that'd
And
be interesting.
unfortunately, on the battlefield, that's gonna be a problem. So this might be an opportune time to call it quits.
To be honest, I planned doing that anyway. That'll be interesting. I can figure out how it works. So
Yes,
thank
you
you
see
for the
that your
knowledge.
partner looks at your wound and is like pointing to the portal. Looks like even she agrees, yeah, you don't wanna fucking mess with that shit. It's still your move, and Iris is right in front of you with her blade. Do keep in mind though, the Drake the Drake has also made its move. It seems to be shielding Iris from magic right now. However, that has left the Drake exposed to magic.
Ah. Well, I suppose if Iris is shielded from magic, I'll just do one parting shot before I go then. So, at the Drake.
And just as it
Guys.
gets rocked... What?
Is that a beam? Like, is it like a Diablo and stuff? Is it a disintegrate beam?
It's a spell, you can't catch it.
No, I have a reaction if it's physically a shot.
Oh, is it a physical shot?
Yeah.
It says a green ray springs from your pointing
Yeah.
finger to a target.
Then I use my reaction power word barrier. I block 30 damage. And I'm glaring
Nice.
at Venric, and all you see is my
don't
other hand
manage to
raise up.
dampen most of the effect. What's left is a tickle to the Drake. It takes the blade, it takes the blow in stride. However, there's something else it doesn't take in stride. Venric's partner, while not very keen on protecting him from that cursed blade, has moved over and is following up Venric's attack and is actually striking at the Drake. She leaps into the air with great ease, almost decapitating the giant drake in one fell swoop with her flaming sword. The drake screams in pain as blood gushes out from its wound, barely avoiding it being lethal. The drake tumbles around. Vira and Alyssia, the drake is about to collapse on the ground. How are you gonna deal with this?
I say as the drake tumbles to the ground, I flash the smile back at Iris and go, "You're so easily distracted." Click my fingers and then teleport away.
Fuck you, this is twice I've fucked up your plans. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Alyssia, Vira, how are you gonna deal with the toppling drake?
I guess we're holding on
Do
tight.
you wanna hold on or do you wanna jump off it?
I'm holding on.
Depends. Is the demon bitch still in the air?
No, she has plopped down after the attack and is quickly making her way back towards Vendrick and the portal.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fuck it. Alyssia is jumping off the drake and trying to
Okay,
land
give me
gracefully.
acrobatics, athletics, dexterity, anything. Gotcha, that's actually good enough. You managed to plop down without incident. Vira, are you gonna hold on or are you gonna jump down as well?
I'm going to hold on.
Roll me athletics, strength, something like that to hold on.
Oh. Well.
That's a 7. Unfortunately, you fall off the drake while you're trying to hold on, and you fall down surrounded by soldiers. Luckily, nobody has managed to attack you, and you don't take any damage. Unlike Alyssia, you are in the thick of things and in quite a lot of trouble. You see that the drake is slowly starting to get smaller and smaller and smaller until it takes the shape of a person you may remember. Morgana is covered in blood and she's lying in the snow. You're not sure if she's awake or not. She just took a pretty nasty hit and she seems like she has already been very exhausted.
Do I even hit?
You know what? I just realized that I can do something, and it's called Reality Marble. I'm pulling literally everyone into it. Get fucked.
I'm gonna say that you do not transfer them to your inner world, you do not trap them. You literally force your reality marble powers into the normal world without entrapping it into your mind. So you can affect a larger scale of the army. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's
The difference
legitimate.
is you will not be able to manipulate the world to your favor. It stays as it is. However, you can go ahead and use your nuking powers.
Yeah, basically, can I use Firebolt, but like make the area like...
You basically, when you say fireball, you say that quite loosely because there's literally raining meteors from the sky.
Yeah, basically, I'm like you've played Dark Souls. You know
Yes.
what the Witch of Isolith was doing in like
Of course.
the beginning cutscene. Like it's like
Yep.
that.
That's exactly what you're doing right now.
I'm just weaving a gigantic firestorm.
Go for it.
I'm also standing like basically on top of Morgana, so they cannot advance on her without advancing on me.
Iris, it's your move.
Right. Is,
Half the army is on fire now.
Is Alyssia and Vira close to each other?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, hang on a minute. So they're close to each other, right?
Yep.
Okay. So basically she's gonna move up, and what she's gonna do is basically go, Alyssia, back to back. So she's like, basically getting around Vira and Morgana. I'm gonna use my bonus action to slap on a healing patch onto the boo-boo of a drake. Should I bother doing healing, or...?
You almost got beheaded.
Yep.
Got quite a boo-boo.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a boo-boo, dude.
Is there any effects I can remove, or not?
Well, no, it seems to just be normal damage, nothing else.
Oh wait, these are Ohana's healing things. How much
Yep.
more powerful are they?
You're the one casting them, but they're about twice as effective.
Okay, cool. So the only limit is my limited knowledge. Okay. So yeah, next I'm basically keeping everyone away with my sword just in case they come close. Just slash slash.
They want to come close to the giant flaming wizard that just sat that
As you
just set a
guys
good
are
portion
pulling
of
off
the
all
army
the
on
stops
fire.
and doing your best to get your position, to prevent your position from getting overrun, suddenly you hear the neighing of horses and many hooves closing in on your position from the other direction, from behind the manor.
I'm still having half the army set on fire. I don't care.
The remixed ignition.
What the fuck?
The fuck are these
Suddenly,
jokers?
you see a very small group of mercenaries all wearing banners from a noble family from Edelwand begin to circle your position and quickly start pushing the soldiers around you back. They start forming up a defensive line around you. The man in charge, who is not wearing a red demon mask, steps up in front of you and gives you a polite bow.
I'll bow too, but I'm not setting my fire out.
I do a curtsy.
I'm still completely on fire, and I'm still having half the army be on fire. Fuck this.
Without exchanging any words with you, after his polite bow, he turns towards his men and begins to order them and yell orders to them to set up a defensive line. He then turns back to you and says, "Here is Shirokawa and the rest of you. Retreat back to the manor. We will cover your retreat."
I nod. It's like, everyone, let's get back.
Oh, okay, so
Iris
just
is
hiding
asking-
in the manor?
Yeah, Iris is asking, take Morgana to the same room Roland's in.
I guess the
Gotcha,
reality
you guys
marbles
are basically
ended.
retreating back to the manor. And as you are, these band of warriors are slowly retreating with you, covering your backs. And they're slowly setting up a defensive position around the manor. They're covering up all the broken walls, windows and doors, and they're setting up for a siege.
Well, I'm with all of the masters. How are they looking? And Morgana.
Rukana and Gordon are still out cold. Royland's not looking so good, but he's still alive, so that's something. Actually, if anything, you notice that something's different about Gordon. He has a pulse. His body is starting to warm up.
Is there any way that I can use my reality marble to heal them?
Sadly, I don't think in your current condition you can.
Can I basically do the same thing I did with my firebolt, but with mending and mend the mansion, basically fixing everything up to better protect it from the siege?
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'll allow it. It's fine. You can do that.
Yeah, so basically the mansion around you is beginning to look a lot more strengthened.
Actually, how long until the
Actually, it
thing
is
was off?
roll me history.
History, okay, 1 second.
Gonna guess Shirokawa.
You feel like you should know something about these people, but guess what? You don't, because you probably shouldn't have been sleeping while Rohana was teaching you shit.
What, I can't use, like, insight, the investigation thing, really?
Nope.
God damn it.
Well, since I'm in the room, I'm basically guarding the masters and Morgana. I'm going to see what I can do about Rohana and Gordon.
Rohana seems like she is not gonna wake up anytime soon. Gordon, at least his vitals are returning to normal, though you have no idea if he's gonna wake up soon or not.
Focus on Roland. Heal Roland.
I don't have any healing stuff.
Do more medicine. Yeah, I believe. Get a critical.
So, Vira, what do you do?
No, don't.
Yes, I believe! I believe!
Wow!
Finally!
Fix up Roland?
That's for Roland.
I believe!
Vira,
Yeah?
you know how they say that the cornered mouse will strike back the lion? This
Yeah.
is your version of exactly that. You have no idea how medicine works, but this is the man that raised you. This is the person that you care about so deeply, and you'd be damned if you just let him die. You are doing everything you can. You are literally reaching into the heavens and yanking his soul back into his fucking body so he does not fucking die.
See, this is what would happen if you used a bow before. You gotta believe in me. In your heart.
I believe. But yeah, I'm focusing on Roland.
Fly.
He is not dying today. I've already lost my husband. I'm not losing my father figure.
I'm gonna basically look over and I'm gonna look towards the samurai guy. Is he near me?
At least the leader, make sure he's always at your side. You're a confident enough warrior to realize what he's doing. He is basically acting like a proper bodyguard right now. He is making sure that nobody blindsides you. The army is once again about to clamp down on your position. The mansion is creaking. The mansion looks like it's about to fall any second. And then you once again hear the neighing of horses and hooves as the army gets routed from the backside. You see different people. They're not like the mercenaries that are helping you right now. These people are clearly different. Different armor, different patterns, a different flag, led by a young knight. They are storming from the back and they're literally mowing down the archers and the exposed mages, trampling them instantly as they ride through without stopping. The army that's squished in between starts to thin out and spread out on both sides to cover both sides. And at that point, the mercenaries near Iris start letting out the battle cry. You see that the man that was standing next to you jumps out and immediately beheads 2 soldiers that were nearby. And these mercenaries begin charging out. Flanking the army from both sides, they begin a pincer attack.
Oh yeah, I do the same. I'm going with them. I promise, blood.
Sadly, anybody can see this, especially you, Alyssia. It's your move, by the way. From up above, you can see, yeah, the pincer attack, it looks great. It was very effective. However, the army is just too big. Your allies are too few. This is eventually gonna end. It's academical. No matter how good you plan out your attack, eventually the sheer mass of demons is going to overwhelm them. This is just temporary. Something is flying through the air and it's looking to deliver a message. It's a delivery bird. However, you recognize it actually. Firion has received messages from this bird for quite some time now. But since it can't find Firion, it spots you. And it's looking to deliver a message to you.
Alyssia holds out an arm.
Too much for your
As
car
you hold
insurance.
out an arm, the bird lands and it gives you a message. By the leader of Albert's mercenaries. And the man, you can say what you want about him, but he sure is short, sweet and to the point when it comes to messages. The message reads, "We are coming." And that's it. The army that got pincered is taking heavy blows from both sides. Thanks to the strange mercenary group around the mansion and the riders that pincered them from the other side, you have managed to cut down a lot of the soldiers that got trapped near the mansion. And they have begun to establish a defensive line once again. However, the rest of the army is slowly starting to make its way up the mountain again. And it's starting to look more and more depressing. You've done a great job murdering them as much as you can. However, the army doesn't seem to be getting smaller. Your odds are just, shall we say, well, unpleasant.
I don't think I get any benefits from being fused.
As you're leaving the room, Vira, you hear a small rumble in the room. When you look around, something is missing from the room. You can't exactly place your finger on it. And then there's a rumble outside the mansion, and then you realize what it was. Somebody just jumped up in the air and came crashing down like a cannonball in the middle of the front line of the enemies.
Was that... Oh my lord.
Gordon just created a small crater right in front of the enemy.
So Gordon basically just went Doomfist.
Old man, you're alive!
He takes a deep breath, looks towards the enemy army, and his usual smile is gone. He's looking quite serious. He shakes his fist at them and says, "Bring it." The soldiers are a little, you know, put off by what just happened, so Gordon is actually the one that makes the first move. He leaps forward, grabbing 2 of the soldiers who try to swing at him in vain. He lifts their bodies up effortlessly and begins spinning with them around, creating a tornado. Instead of wind, however, it's a wall of human flesh, and they're screaming terrified as they're being flung around and smashed all over the place. Gordon then jumps into the air and slams the people that he was holding down into the ground. A few other soldiers are sent flying in every which direction. He then just brings his fist up forward, getting ready for the next wave. However, the soldiers are now not so inclined to approach him. As Gordon thinks it's about him, suddenly he realizes that they're looking at something else. A few other soldiers are sent flying in every which direction. He then just brings his fist up forward, getting ready for the next wave. However, the soldiers are now not so inclined to approach him. As Gordon thinks it's about him, suddenly he realizes that they're looking at something else.
Well, I see the full moon has awakened.
Ah, there he is. Ah, there he is.
Wait, who is this gay as shit guy?
What? That's him in his reality marble. He wants to look young and have legs.
Oh, right.
Shout out to calling Albert gay on first class.
In the distance, you see that a massive blob has appeared, and the enemy has spotted it. War chariots. Thousands of riders are riding towards the mansion, led by Albert, who has cast his reality marble. You see that on his chariot there's only one other man joining him, one that you do not recognize. And that would be that man.
Why do I suddenly hate this dude for some reason? I can't quite place it.
Probably because you're a prejudiced asshole.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's played by a guy
Albert
named
lets
Adam.
out a
Dunno.
war cry and his soldiers march forward, slamming right into the enemy army. His chariot slows down for a moment, letting off the man that was riding with him, who joins your ranks rather quickly. The man that just joined the ranks, roll me initiative.
Okie dokie.
He joined the ranks hard.
Wow.
He came in swinging.
Also, Amanda, you were saying combat Beyblade? You haven't seen shit.
As Albert makes his way to the front lines, Gordon and him smile at each other. Gordon looks at Albert and says, "Stealing my thunder, Albert." At which Albert replies, "Ha! I am the thunder, Gordon." For those of you that don't get that, Albert's name is actually Levin, which means lightning fast. Roll me some rolls, yo!
Woo! Yeah!
Well, that's how you start.
Wow,
Right?
you
Roll
went there
the
fast, man.
1d100.
You were super fast. But then you
Roll
crashed.
the 1d100.
I blame Lara? Yeah, I'm gonna blame Lara for this one.
Alright, 25. You're stunned for 1 round.
God damn.
Yup, that's how I have tables for when you roll crit fails. You have to roll 1d100, and then you get the number. So basically, you were just so shocked from coming into the fray. You're just like, what?
You and your newfound allies quickly begin to push the enemy back. The enemy army is now in full retreat as you continue to pepper it with blows, arrows, anything you can throw at them. On the front line, you see Iris and Gordon tag teaming the hell out of them and basically destroying their rear guard. Quickly following behind are Klein and Alyssia, who are making sure that the enemy does not just get a free retreat. They're basically stunning. They're basically halting the retreat as much as possible so they can rack up the kills and slay as much as the enemy as possible. Vira is actually busy using her powers to pepper the entire army as a whole, chugging down every kind of spell she has in her repertoire. She's been through so much and she is unleashing all her wrath and all her fury right now. Hell has no fury like a woman's scorn, you know? And she has plenty to make up for. And those demons are about to pay for it in full. It's not long before most of the enemy army is either dead or marching halfway down the mountainside and tumbling down like idiots trying to get away. Soon enough, Albert's army dissipates and the chase is called off. The battle is over. Casualties were given. But you managed to not only hold off the demon army, but destroy most of it. Without a doubt, you are gonna be more famous than ever for this one.
Hell yeah.
What? Hey! What? Twice?
You got to next.